I'm really quick on this one. I really am really done. I urge myself to please inform yourself right after this video, and it is not something for me to be your doctor and say it for you or diagnose you myself. This is really, I need to get this really off out there on this channel. There's this one huge key issue that I find with people online that they start getting used to, and way too used to, that they always put on their mind as if they are the doctor or they know what they're doing and something like that. Sometimes they don't think, they do it without thinking. Is the very fact that people to this day still, no, it's even more, no, I can't even say still, it's been a thing, but it's much more visible there. It's never gonna go away. And it's this stupid annoying fact that people like to go around diagnosing themselves with mental disorders or disability or something automatically without first getting themselves checked before going out online and then going on huge rambles and rants, because their excuse is that they have this mental disorder that allows them to say whatever the well they want and just get away with it, as if like, oh, a mental disorder, now you can excuse me from my behavior, I have bipolar depression or something, and they have the full rights to just curse me out or say something. This has happened way too many times. People go, oh, I have ADHD. Basically every single other friend person that I see always says, oh, I have ADHD. Why are you calling yourself having ADHD? We don't know if you have ADHD. I don't know. I know I can't really ask for medical or papers to show me. I know that's a private thing, but I see it so constantly that now I also remember, oh yeah, people can fake their illness online. People have done it before. It's not old or new. It's like basically always been around. Faking your sickness has been a thing in history, but on the internet it's so much more deadly because the case here is a little more different. And then make sure my microphone's attached. Yeah, my microphone's detected. I needed to get this right away. Stop faking your illness. Stop faking your mental disorder. Stop faking your mentality. I want you to honestly, whenever you talk to me, and go over to my server, you can join, link in the description down below. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, you should do that right now. If you go out there and start saying that, oh, I have ADHD, I don't know if they really have ADHD. Every other person I meet, for some reason, could go, oh, I have ADHD, and I don't know how to read. I'm really tired of that. I'm sick and tired of people going, I can't read all that. Shut the hell up. Holy shit. One of the things you read quite a lot is your own text, and they're not even grammatically correct. You should be able to read grammatically correct sentences pretty easily on your own. You talk in grammar every day. Besides, people that use slang and a bunch of curse words, that's fine as well. That's freedom of speech. What the fuck am I here to do? Police your freedom of speech? No. But I've seen it used for the wrong reasons, to say, I have bipolar depression. Oh, I have a disorder, this personality disorder, and I have the full rights to get angry at you and say whatever, and you might notice me changing up. That's just you. That is literally just you. I don't see anything about you proving that this is true, and you go out there and you rattle me out or say something really disgusting, and I'm like, stop it, shut the fuck up, please. I cannot bear it anymore. If anybody who goes on my server starts saying that fraud without any proof, or maybe if they don't want to prove it, and if they want to say, okay, they can do that, but please type that in the get to know you section so I can at least know. But when they don't say it and they say it very lastly, please don't do that. There's a thing in the server now that's like a rule here. It says that if you have some sort of medical thing, please don't go around using your medical status or fake medical status, going around telling people that because of this you can say whatever. That's really stupid. What if Donald Trump said because of his mental state initiated a genocide? Oh, because I have bipolar disorder that I caused this genocide, so I'm mentally excused from this. I have anxiety issues. That is one of the oldest ones I've ever heard, by the way. I have anxiety issues. I get too scared. I get too shy. So this is an excuse for me to say this stuff. Here's why that I should say this thing, because I have ADHD and I can call you this, and I can be a brat and really stupid online and very immature. That's one of the most stupidest, most unclear, and most biased, and most terribly researched reasons that somebody can give to me why that they must be able to do this. Please stop faking your mental disorders online. Stop faking your sickness. If you clearly don't want to show your face and you don't show your voice and you're saying this stuff, then I don't know if that's true. Whenever I do hear their voice, a lot of the people normally have this weird voice that can give away that there's somebody who is just absolutely being a lunatic online without me knowing, because I know that those sort of people love to say whatever online and read those comments that actually are the ones behind why X is so horrible and disgusting to this day and so condescending to the very literal definition and meaning of life, which is what X is, and Twitter is what is also named as well. By the way, I still call it Twitter. And whenever I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting sick and tired of it. If you have seen something similar before, please shout out to me down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this. And I can say, I mean, I didn't say welcome to our newest Roblox video. I forgot to say that, but I'll still have to say that anyway. Welcome to our newest Roblox video. Besides that, I just had to get that out there. It's really ridiculous. I'm getting tired of all these people saying, oh, I have ADHD, so now I can say whatever. Oh, suddenly, okay, what if I did the same? I have ADHD, so now I can say whatever because my ADHD prevents me from acting like a mature adult. Look, if you have ADHD, one of the first things you do against ADHD is what is literally in the very definition of ADHD is that it's something to do with how your head's having a hard time. You can learn to control that ADHD. What if it's another thing like depression, bipolar depression, and personality disorder, maybe Down syndrome, maybe all these things? Why are you online? Why are you online telling all these people these mean things? So if you have this sickness, does the sickness make you an evil person? Is the sickness supposed to make you really rude and mean? Is the sickness supposed to do that? I don't think the sickness is supposed to do that. What it's doing is definitely harming you, but does this give you consent to be able to say whatever crap you want? No, that's not okay. Second, there's people trying to help you and trying to fix or at least give you some sort of form to be able to handle the sickness that's going on. You're feeling down and it's been a part of your life the entire life, alright? Let's not go around there and make somebody else feel worse because of your sickness, alright? Let's not do that. That's it. I don't have to say anymore. I'm getting sick and tired of that now. I had to get that on my mouth because I saw a video of somebody, Creecraft, a stream where somebody was just simping over some, I don't know, some YouTuber, some, I don't know, Vanilla Bean's friend Kyle or something. Their voice was awful. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say that. Look, Haley, your voice is awful. I don't care. You're mentally unhinged. You incredibly, again, before the part where I say that they aren't a content creator, I'm not saying it, okay? They are not a content creator. That's not content. Their stuff is making us total utter garbage. And it's slop. It's litter content. It is disgusting. That is not something to be proud of. I'm not going to be proud of anything that they make. And if anybody wants me to collaborate with this motherfucker, don't ask me to do it. Unless they fix that stupid algorithm and the stupid formula that they're doing right now, which is a bunch of bait content. I want them to change up because Super Kid Cinema had at least some sort of a saga where they went through an improvement process where they actually changed as a person and they turned into something else. At least making some form of content that isn't the content that they used to make. So it's time to start changing your form of content too, Paley. That is all I have to say.